When making decisions, a lot of times you have to make several decisions that are related to each other. When you do that, you need a more complex branching statement than just an if-else. You need what's called an if-else-if statement. So in this lesson, we're going to see how to create the if-else-if. So let's start by opening a new Ruby program. Let's start by looking at the general form of the if-else-if. We start off with if and a comparison. If the comparison is true, then we execute a set of statements. If the comparison is not true, we can have an else if with another comparison, and if that comparison is true, then execute a set of statements. Otherwise, we can have yet another else if, and we can continue that on as long as we want to. We can finally close with an else, so that a set of statements will be executed if none of the other comparisons are true. And then we close out the if-else-if with end. So let's see how this statement works with a typical problem where we have a series of numeric grades and we want to assign a letter grade to them, following a 90, 80, 70, 60, below 60 grading scale. So to do that, the first thing we're going to do is prompt the user to enter a grade. Then we're going to get the grade and at the same time convert it to integer. We've been converting to integer in a separate statement, but now I believe it's time to go ahead and see how to do that in one statement. Once we have the grade into our program, we're ready to begin making comparisons. So our first comparison is if grade is greater than or equal to 90. And if so, then we're going to assign the letter grade A. If the grade is not greater than or equal to 90, then we'll see if it's greater than or equal to 80. In which case, the letter grade B is assigned. And then we'll just continue on in that manner from 70, 60, and then below 60. Now here we have a choice. We can test to see if letter grade is greater than or equal to 0, or because we know that none of the grades have fallen into the compared ranges so far, we can just use an else, not make a test, and assign the letter grade F. And that's what we're going to do here. So let's run this program and see how it works. So we enter a grade. 99 is assigned an A. Let's run it again. Let's assign a middle C. And let's run it one more time and assign a low grade. So it looks like it's working for all of these test cases. So once again, the statement to use with related comparisons is if-else-if. And notice that the E in the else-if is left out. And that kind of catches people sometimes because you're not expecting to have to do that. So the keyword is E-L-S-I-F. Still pronounced else-if, but just spelled without the E. With that, we're ready to move on to the next lesson where we're going to look at a different type of decision structure that's similar to the if-else-if, but can be used to provide a cleaner, more structured look. And that's called the case statement. And we'll see how to do that in the next lesson.